Greetings, my name is Neosekken, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Metal Gear Solid for the PlayStation 1. In the last episode, I managed to successfully infiltrate the nuclear disposal facility, and I managed to locate the DARPA Chief, but, well, on top of revealing to me that the terrorists do indeed have the ability to launch the nuclear weapon that's on this facility, we also learned that the nuclear weapon in question is a Metal Gear. And two, that they have the terrorists supposedly have one of the passwords needed to activate the weapon in question. And since we got less than 24 hours to go here before the deadline, we don't have a whole lot of time to really work with. And finally, right as I was about to bust the poor guy out, he ended up dying of what looked like a heart attack to me. So I already failed one aspect of my mission in literally just an hour. Happy times. Anyway, I managed to get out of his cell after that, and then I ran into a female prisoner who was also being held captive in the cell next over. We had a little Mexican standoff with each other for a little bit, and then some of the terrorists dropped in on us and tried to take us out, but we ended up killing them all. Although I ended up letting her do most of the blood work. And, well, she's off doing God knows what now, and I'm off to rescue President Baker here in the second floor basement. And I think that pretty much covers everything up. I mean, covers everything, excuse me. Make it sound like as though I'm trying to hide something. So he's down here in this floor somewhere, and there are entrances that have been cemented over, and be careful of these pits, otherwise you will meet instant death. Entrances like these, and I gotta find a way to open them. And luckily for us, the method is right here. Some C4, plastic explosive. Let's use the C4 I just picked up here. And you can just press the punch button to detonate it. I like to do it in first-person view because, well, I like to keep the thing within my field of sight. Some stun grenades, and that's all we can take. Obviously, that's not the entrance to bring it. That brings us to Baker. So let's try this one. Obviously not this one either. But at least we got some more C4 out of it. So some of these doors have higher levels than I can access with my current card. So I'll need to come back to these later once I get levels 2 or 3 cards so I can pick up the weapons that are inside them. Got some grenades. 8 of them. And I think I've pretty much gotten everything that I can get for now. So let's go try the one little spot we have yet to try. This one. Looks like an entranceway to me. So let's go in. Almost there. Now, our lovely old gentleman that we gotta rescue is right there. But before I go in, I want to take a quick look in here, and I hear gun cameras right there. They're similar to surveillance cameras, but they're armed. You do not want to get spotted by those things, otherwise they will make life very annoying for you. Alright. I got everything I think I can get for now, so let's go ahead and go rescue our other hostage from this interesting little trap he's found himself in.
Am I too late? He's alive. You're the Arms Tech president, Kenneth Baker, right? Don't worry, I'm here to save you.
No, don't touch it!
C4.
Nice cat-like reflexes you got, Solid Snake.
Right. Touch that wire, and the C4 will blow up along with the old man.
Revolver.
So you're the one that the boss keeps talking about.
And you?
Revolver
Special
Ocelot,
Operations
going by the revolver.
FOXHOUND. Revolver Ocelot. I've been waiting for you, Solid Snake. Now we'll see if the man can live up to the legend. This is the greatest handgun ever made. The Colt Single Action Army. 6 bullets, more than enough to kill anything that moves. Now I'll show you why they call me Revolver.
It's gotta be the motion blur that's messing up with the resolution.
Draw!
Our first boss battle, ladies and gentlemen.
Draw! Hiding won't help you. I understand the bullets you see.
Do you? Because I like to think I understand it pretty well myself.
I love to reload during a battle.
Ran right into his bullet. Embarrassing. Now, if you want advice on being able to fight this guy,
Let's go.
you can call your support team like so.
If you've got a question about FOXHOUND, ask Dr. Naomi.
Revolver Ocelot is a former member of Spetsnaz. After the fall of the Soviet Union, he apparently served in the Russian tax police's elite SWAT team. After that, he joined the SVR, the Russian Foreign Intelligence Agency, which was formerly a part of the KGB. But according to my sources, he was dissatisfied with the rigid system of the KGB and wanted to get out. That's when he was recruited by FOXHOUND. He's a gun fanatic and totally obsessed with cowboy movies and spaghetti westerns. He's also something of a sadist. He learned the most advanced torture techniques while he was with Spetsnaz.
Yeah, he had plenty of practice. Lubyanka prison is located right there inside KGB headquarters. In a gunfight, reloading is usually the most dangerous time, but he loves it. Use that to your advantage. You'll have to take him out when he's reloading. Can you see where his number of remaining bullets is displayed on the screen? Wait for the right moment and then take him out.
And that's all you really need to know in order to fight him. You can also still call your other support team members if you wish.
He is using a single-action armory? The first model of that gun was made in 1873, over 130 years ago. Today, they're still being made in small numbers, but that's just for collectors and such. Nobody uses them in combat anymore. The biggest drawback to revolver-style handguns is reload time. That's your chance.
Got anything to say, dear master?
The muzzle velocity of a bullet fired from a revolver is slower than one fired from an automatic. That's bad for you. The slower a gun's muzzle velocity, the more damage it does. That's because the bullet will tend to lodge in the body instead of going right through. Those kind of wounds take a long time to heal. Sometimes they never do. I think that's part of the reason he likes that gun. He's a real sick puppy, that Ocelot. The biggest drawback to a revolver is the reload time. That's your chance.
Yeah, that's a true fact about guns, by the way. Slower muzzle velocity.
Better hurry up, the old man.
Slower muzzle velocity is bad for you if you're the one on the receiving end of a gun.
Don't you want to settle this?
No. I can. Okay, I'm just gonna wait for him to reload. Well, shoot out all his rounds anyway.
I love the smell of Porter. You know.
You really shouldn't be talking, and you should just focus on trying to kill me. Now, go into my trap.
It'll be the smell of your own death.
Oh, shit!
You idiot!
I totally forgot that using traps like that will also set that off. Okay, fair enough, Ocelot. I totally deserve to be called an idiot in this instance. There's no getting around it. Oh boy, I gotta sit through this crap again. Let's do this again.
Hiding won't help you.
And this time, let's not make stupid decisions like what I did just a minute ago, shall we?
Hiding won't help you. I love to reload during a battle. Better hurry up. The old man's not gonna laugh. Don't you want to settle it?
Shoot me, buddy.
Hiding won't help. I love the smell. But to you, it'll be the smell of your own death. Wait a minute.
I'm not waiting for you, buddy. Now, if I'm lucky, I will kill him before... Never mind, he already made me use one of my rations. Challenge over before it even began. Buddy, don't make me repeat myself again. Get him one more time, and then he's done.
Wait a minute.
That was too easy.
You're pretty good. Just what I'd expect from the man with the same code as the boss. It's been a long time since I had such a good fight, but I'm just getting warmed up. What? My hand!
Ouch.
Stealth camouflage. Can't you even die right? You were lucky. We'll meet again!
What a strange remark to make. Can't you even die right?
I'm like you. I have no name. That exoskeleton.
And what do you know about this mysterious gentleman, good sir? This mysterious, kind of scary gentleman.
Who the hell? Can you talk?
Who are you?
I'm not one of them. The DARPA Chief told me he gave them his detonation code. What about yours?
Oh, I get it. Jim sent you. You're from the Pentagon.
Answer my question. What about your code? There's no time.
I talked.
What?
Now they have both
Now
of
the
them.
terrorists have both codes and can launch any time.
It's not like I didn't fight. I managed to resist Psycho Mantis's mind probe.
He couldn't read you? How'd you do it?
Surgical implants in my brain.
Surgical implants?
Kind of like a psychic insulation. Everyone who knows these top secret codes has it.
Even the DARPA Chief?
Of course.
But the DARPA Chief said Mantis got his code by reading his mind.
Are you sure you heard him right?
Yeah, I'm sure. In that case, how did they get your code?
I never had any training on how to resist torture.
It looks like he had some fun with you, all right.
Oh, he's not human. I tell you, he loved every second of it.
What happened to your arm?
He broke it.
Looks like you're more than even now. His was sliced off.
Good point.
You're a funny man. So the DARPA chief, is he okay?
Dead.
What? Can't be. You know, that's not what you promised, Jim. Now you want to shut me up?
Calm down. What's wrong with you? I just told you I was here to save you.
What about this promise?
I didn't kill the
that
DARPA
between
chief.
you and Jim?
He had a heart attack or something.
A heart attack? Oh, don't be a fool.
Anyway, the terrorists have both codes now.
Those boys are totally insane. They wouldn't hesitate to launch.
I agree, but what do they really want?
Oh, who knows? Maybe they're like us in the arms industry, always looking forward to the next good war.
Well, I'm not gonna let these maniacs start a war today. You still have the card keys?
Card keys?
To override the detonation code. I heard you had them.
No, not anymore.
What? Who does then? Not the terrorists.
No, that woman.
Woman? Who?
A soldier that was thrown in prison along with me.
A female soldier. It must be.
She said she had just joined up as a new recruit. They threw her in prison because she refused to take part in the rebellion.
A new recruit? Could that be the Colonel's niece?
I gave her the key. Looks like she managed to break out of here, though. I hope she's okay.
I'm sure she is. She's green, but as tough as they come. But how did you know she escaped?
I was in contact with her by codec. Until I was tied up here, that is.
Codec?
Yes, she stole it from the guard. If she still has it, you should be able to contact her.
I'm sure she still has it. What frequency was she at?
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you, it's... Oh, sorry. I forgot.
Damn!
Oh, that's right. It should be on the back of the CD case. Try to contact her.
I'll contact her right away. But tell me, if this doesn't work, is there some other way to prevent the missile launch?
You need to find Hal Emmerich, one of my employees.
Who's that?
The team leader of the Metal Gear Rex project. A genius at engineering, but a little bit of an oddball. If there's anyone who can figure out how to stop Metal Gear from launching, it's him.
What if he can't come up with anything?
You'll have to destroy it. Emmerich knows how to destroy Metal Gear.
Where is this Emmerich?
Well, he's probably being held somewhere in the nuclear warhead storage building. It's north from here. That's where he worked.
I understand, but why Metal Gear? The nuclear age ended with the turn of the millennium.
Oh, you're wrong. The threat of nuclear war isn't gone. In fact, it's greater than it's ever been. The amount of spent nuclear fuel and plutonium is increasing even today. Listen, have you ever seen a warehouse full of nuclear material?
No.
Drums and drums of nuclear waste stacked this high, as far as you can see, because there's still no real way to dispose of the stuff.
So they just close the lid and try to pretend like it'll go away?
Essentially, yes. And they're not even doing a good job of storing it. Many of the drums are corroded, with nuclear waste seeping out of them.
Unbelievable.
Not only that, but several pounds of MUF are reported every year.
MUF?
It stands for material unaccounted for. It proves that there's a large and well-organized black market in nuclear materials.
Furthermore, since the end of the Cold War, Russian nuclear engineers in particular are out of work with no way to turn. In other words, there's plenty of available nuclear material and scientists for making a bomb. We live in an age when any small country can have a nuclear weapons program.
What about the other superpowers?
Russia and China still maintain a significant nuclear presence. Complete nuclear disarmament is an impossibility. To maintain our own policy of deterrence, we need a weapon of overwhelming power.
Metal Gear.
You mean Metal Gear?
Yes. You know our industry suffered quite a blow as a result of the cuts in military budgets due to this so-called peace.
I remember hearing a lot about mergers and takeovers among the big weapons makers.
Yes, and after my company lost their bid to produce the Air Force's next line of fighter jet, the Metal Gear system was our last ace in the hole. That's why we pushed to have Metal Gear developed as a black project.
Black Project?
Secret projects paid for by the Pentagon's black budget. You can avoid a lot of red tape and get a great lead time on your weapons production. And no one can bother you. Not even those bleeding heart liberals on the Military Oversight Committee.
Bribes.
I prefer to think of it as good business. Anyway, Metal Gear was going to be formally adopted after the results of this exercise were analyzed.
I don't give a crap about you and your company.
Yes, that's about what I'd expect from a grunt like you. Here, this is what you came for, right?
What's that?
An optical disc. It's all here. The main hard drive was destroyed by gunfire. This is the only remaining copy of the data.
What kind of data?
All the data collected from this exercise. Don't play dumb. I know you were sent to get this. I hid it from that sadistic maniac while he was torturing me. They don't know this disc exists. Make sure you report this to Jim. To your boss. I'll give you my card too. It'll open up all security level 2 doors.
Can you walk?
No. No, you go on without me. They got my password. They don't want anything else from me.
I have one more question. Who or what was that ninja thing? It looked like you knew something.
That ninja? That was FOXHOUND's dark little secret.
Dark little secret?
An experimental genome soldier.
You know him?
You should ask Dr. Naomi Hunter from FOXHOUND. She knows better than I.
Naomi?
Naomi?
You've got to stop them. If it goes public, my company and I are finished.
What? Doesn't Metal Gear use currently existing technology?
Metal Gear itself does, but... What did you do to me? Oh, no. Oh, no, it can't be. Those Pentagon bastards.
You could.
So, they actually went and did it.
What are you talking about?
They're just using you for...
Right when he was about to spill the beans. Ain't that a bitch?
What the hell?
So, both your hostages are dead now. Both from the same cause of death from the looks of it.
Colonel, are you listening? Now he's dead too.
I have no idea.
Don't lie to me.
It looked like another heart attack, but...
Some kind of poison?
Well, there are lots of drugs that can cause a heart attack in large doses. For example, potassium chloride or dioxides, but we won't be able to tell without doing an autopsy.
Damn!
Snake, I want you and Meryl to work together.
Can I trust her?
More than you can trust me.
That is...
Get in contact with her.
Snake, there's a lot of electrical interference coming from there. It should be okay if you do burst
That is
transmission
not
like us,
something you
but
should be telling
normal
your
transmission
underling.
is probably
That
impossible.
sentence.
Try moving away from that
If
area.
you want to fool them, that
Snake,
is.
get a
Keep
hold
them
of
in the
yourself.
dark.
Naomi, what the hell was that ninja thing? A member of FOXHOUND?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes, we have no one like that in our unit.
Is that right?
Snake, I'm counting on you.
You may not have anybody like that in the unit itself, but that doesn't necessarily mean you don't know anything about it. You didn't really... All you really did was just confirm that it wasn't a part of the unit. Like, seriously, answer... I would appreciate it if you'd answer his question a bit more directly, you know? Also, regarding Meryl, that's the same woman I ran into in the prison. And I gotta try to contact her with the codec in order to advance the story forward. Now, the only way you can figure out how to do that, at least originally when this game came out, was by looking at the back of the CD case for the game. Because her radio frequency is on there. But since I don't really have that available to me, I'm just gonna have to rely on good old-fashioned memory. And if you ask me, it's a damn easy frequency to remember. Whoops. Oh, right, I gotta get out of here first. Okay, gotta get out of this room. I can't go through that door, apparently. At least the nice thing is, whenever you defeat a boss, your life gauge increases bit by bit along with your ammo and item reserves, so... You can always look forward to that every time you manage to win. Just makes things a bit easier for you, more and more as you play. Of course, with later games in the series, they do away with that, for some reason. We got our Famous. So you know those little assault rifles that these soldiers are carrying around? I now got one of my own. This thing, to be precise. I'll equip that so those of you who find the thermal goggles to hurt your eyes won't have to look at that. Oh shit! Almost ran right into you. Into any more of them. Oh shit, he's right there. Okay, it's clear. Also clear. Here on this end too. You. What do we got? Grenades. Okay, I'm just gonna sneak on past here. Go away, buddy. Go down that path. Thank you. Oh, yeah, right. I can contact her now.
Who are you?
I was really impressed with the way you busted yourself out of there.
The one from the prison?
You're the Colonel's niece, Meryl, right?
No, it's not him. Just exactly who are you?
I'm the fool that your uncle sent all alone into the middle of this whole mess.
You came by yourself? You think you're some kind of one-man army?
I've been doing pretty well for myself so
lectures.
far.
You're just like your uncle, you know?
How do you know my uncle?
We go way back.
What's your name?
My name's not important.
Aha! Could you be Snake? Are you Solid Snake?
That's what some people call me.
The legendary Solid Snake? You? Sorry about before. I wasn't sure if you were one of the good guys.
But I knew you were.
How?
It's your eyes.
My eyes?
They're not soldiers' eyes.
And they're rookies' eyes, right?
No, they're beautiful, compassionate eyes.
Now's not the time
Just
for
what I'd
flirting.
expect from the legendary Solid Snake. You trying to sweep me off my feet?
Don't worry, you'll land back on them once you meet me. The reality is no match for the legend, I'm afraid.
Oh, I don't believe that.
Why did you look so surprised when you saw my face?
Because you look just like him.
You mean the terrorist leader, Liquid Snake?
Yeah, you know him? You're not brothers, are you?
I have no family.
So what's the deal then?
Who knows? Why don't you ask him? But first I want some information. You were involved in this exercise from the beginning. What exactly happened here?
I'm sorry. I was captured along with President Baker right after the terrorist attack.
That's okay. But what is this place? I don't think it's just a nuclear weapons disposal facility.
Boy, oh boy, it's just like them. Nobody told you anything, did they? Okay, you see, this place isn't really for disposing nuclear weapons. This base is owned and operated by a dummy corporation of arms tech.
This is a civilian base?
Right, for the development of metal gear.
Colonel.
Dun dun dun.
FOXHOUND and the Next Generation Special Forces were called here for the test launching of a dummy nuclear warhead.
Why FOXHOUND?
Because they're a special ops group used to handling top-secret missions. They figured they could help keep it all hush-hush.
But we must have fired nuclear warheads before. Why just this time?
I heard it was because this was to be a final test before the formal adoption of the Metal Gear program. Well, that's what I heard anyway.
Sounds kind of fishy. So what do you think the terrorists want?
Sorry, I'm not sure. I was captured with President Baker right after the revolt started.
Oh yeah, that's when he gave you the detonation code override keys, right?
That's right.
Amazing you were able to keep them hidden from the guards.
Well, women have more hiding places than men. Anyway, you met Baker, huh? How's he holding up?
He's dead.
What?
Heart attack. Same as the DARPA Chief.
The chief died from a heart attack too?
Yeah. Was either of them sick or anything?
No, not that I heard of.
Well, I don't believe in coincidences. Something funny's going on.
Sounds like it, but I have no idea what.
Me neither. Yet. Do you know the person who designed Metal Gear?
You mean Dr. Emmerich?
Yes. Is he still alive?
Probably. He should be in the research lab in the second floor basement of the nuclear warhead storage building to the north.
Second floor basement.
Yeah, that's where his lab is. I think they're forcing him to work on the nuclear launching program.
So they'll need him alive until that's done anyway.
Then we better do something before he finishes.
You're right. In case we can't override the detonation code in time, I need to ask him how to destroy Metal Gear.
You plan to take that thing on by yourself, Snake?
It won't be the first time.
Ah.
What's the best way to get to the building where the doctor is being held?
There's a cargo door on the first floor of this building that leads to the north.
What's the security level of the door there?
5. But it's okay. I've got a level 5 card.
Well, I've got to go save the doctor. You should go.
I'm going with you.
No way. You're still too green. I want you to hide somewhere.
I'm not green.
Oh, yes, you are. You pause for just 1 second in front of your enemy and it's all over. Good luck doesn't last forever.
I don't know what happened. I just couldn't pull the trigger right away. I never had any problems in training, but when I thought about my bullets tearing through those soldiers' bodies, I hesitated.
Shooting at targets and shooting at living, breathing people are different.
Ever since I was a little girl, I always dreamed about being a soldier. Every day of my life, I've trained my mind and body for the one day when I could finally see some real action, and now...
So what now? You want to quit?
I can't quit. I can't allow myself to quit now.
Listen, Meryl. Everybody feels sick the first time they kill someone. Unfortunately, killing is one of those things that gets easier the more you do it. In a war, all of mankind's worst emotions, worst traits come out. It's easy to forget what a sin is in the middle of a battlefield.
But this isn't a war. It's a terrorist action.
You're just a little jumpy from the combat high. The adrenaline in your bloodstream is starting to thin out. Just take it easy.
But I learned all about combat high at the academy.
We'll talk about it later. For now, just think about keeping yourself alive.
If I get out of here alive, I'll think about that other stuff.
Okay, let me try to say this another way. Stay the hell out of my way.
You're a real bastard, just like my uncle said.
Huh, I told you. The real me is no match for the legend.
It looks like you were right. Okay, Snake. I'll be a good girl.
We'll link up after I grab the doctor. Then we'll take care of the detonation code override.
Gotcha. But listen, I know this area better than you. Call me if you have any questions.
Be careful, okay?
After I open up the cargo door, I'll contact you.
Well, we now officially have an ally to help us here on the field. Which to me is great news. And we at least managed to find one person here that we were sent in to find, and so far she's not dead, so I'll take my victories where I can get them. Anyway, might as well let Campbell in on the good news.
Don't worry, Colonel. Meryl is fine.
Thank God.
Meryl is a very strong woman. I really respect her.
She's got plenty of heart.
Thanks, Snake.
Not so fast. The real mission is still ahead.
I don't appreciate you keeping secrets from me, Chicken Noodle Soup. Not cool. I'm risking my neck out here, you know.
Harasha, good. You found a SOCOM. That's a Special Operations Command pistol. It's a .45 caliber pistol with plenty of stopping power. It's also equipped with a LAM for nighttime combat. If you hold down the weapon button, you can train the laser sight on the enemy to help you aim. If you find a SOCOM suppressor, you can equip that too. That pistol was designed specifically for use by special forces, so I think it will be useful. Some people find it a little heavy and hard to use, but it shouldn't be a problem for you.
Yeah, there's definitely a storm outside. I hope I don't lose power and end up losing this recording. That would just be tragic. You got something to say, Master?
People who have been through war and survived develop a kind of sixth sense to warn them of danger. Trust your instincts as a soldier, as a gamer.
I need to do that more, but sometimes I ignore my instincts and, well, those of you who've been around who see my content enough should know by now. Sometimes my stupidity makes me pay big time. Learn from my mistakes. That's all I can say.
Snake, I unlocked the cargo door for you.
Thanks. You.
Where are you?
Where I can see ya.
Don't move around too much.
Don't worry, I'm disguised in this enemy uniform.
You won't be for long with the way you walk.
What does that mean?
Nothing.
Listen, Snake, the cargo door is like an airlock.
What he means.
It's equipped with infrared sensors. Be careful. If an intruder is sensed, gas is released.
Gas?
Okay, so we'll meet at the nuclear warhead storage building.
Wait, you said you'd stay put and be a good girl.
I changed my mind.
Don't get careless. That's when things always turn sour.
Sorry, but this is the only way I can figure out whether or not I'm cut out to be a soldier. I gotta get my hands dirty.
These guys are professionals. You're gonna get yourself killed.
See you there.
You had one job, Meryl. Just one, well, two jobs. Open the door for me and stay out of sight. You did good on one, but failed horrifically in the other. This displeases me greatly. Bye. Bye. Oh shit, I hear somebody. Did I ever find a cardboard box? No, I didn't. No, I think he's up above. Where, oh where is the cardboard box? Certainly would have found it by now. you go. Found it. Remember when I said in the first episode when I referred to Snake as a cardboard wielding badass? This is what I mean. Yep. I can hide in a fucking box. To me, it's a genius idea. Oh shit. You get. What is with this camera right now? Okay, that was a little nerve-wracking. I thought I was gonna get spotted by that camera on account of the game camera screwing with me. I think I can use this box here to my advantage. Now, are you gonna go the other way? Yep. Okay. There they go.
What was that noise?
Oh shit! Get in there, get in there, get in there! So I got a mine detector. That's gonna be useful for later. Assuming that I can use this thing with the radar off. Oh no, that's not the mine detector. Cannot be used in hard or extreme mode. Fuck. Yeah, definitely not like the later games in that respect either. I'm scared to open the door, because I wouldn't be surprised if he was like right outside. Oh, I hear him. Trying to listen for him. Okay. I'm gonna do it. Oh, damn it! Well, I knew my luck wasn't gonna last forever. Well, now I'm feeling disheartened because I was so looking forward to just keeping this little lucky streak of mine going for a while longer. But whatever. It is what it is. What matters in the end is what you do if you get caught, and that should, well, obviously be stay alive, and if nothing else, I'm reasonably good at doing just that. By my own estimation, anyway. For what that's worth. Yes?
Be careful, Snake. That airlock is set with infrared sensors. You probably can't see them with your naked eyes, but there are infrared beams coming out of that wall. Touch any one of them, and the doors will seal off, and the place will be flooded with poison gas. Somehow, you've got to get through without setting off those sensors.
Well, don't worry. That's what these little babies will help me with. Okay. Just gonna try and make sure I don't touch the beams. There we go. That was easy. must be in the eye of the storm because I don't see any snowflakes falling. And since I can't use the mine detector, I gotta use my thermal goggles in order to see these things here. Claymores.
Snake, be careful. There are claymore mines around there. Use a mine detector.
DARPA Chief?
Who are you?
Just call me Deep Throat.
Deep Throat? The informant from the Watergate scandal?
Never mind about that.
You're not using burst transmission. Are you nearby?
Listen, there's a tank in front of your position waiting to ambush you.
Who are you anyway?
One of your fans.
He sounds like the DARPA Chief.
Colonel, I got a codec call from someone outside this operation.
I know. We were monitoring the call. Meryl knows everything about the communication system, so let me have her explain it to you.
Well, if somebody knows your frequency, they can call you. But the question is, how did he learn it? It's top secret information.
Maybe he just
Do you
guessed
mean
it.
someone leaked the information?
That's the only explanation I can think of.
Mei Ling, do you know where that transmission originated from?
I'm sorry. The radio waves were too weak to locate their source, but I'm sure he's near you, somewhere on the base.
Snake, you'll have to go through the minefield to advance.
I'm already way ahead of you. Got anything insightful to tell me, Master?
Master, does the name Deep Throat mean anything to you?
Deep Throat? What? You mean the guy from Watergate?
No, but he uses the same name. Whoever he is, he's not part of our operation, but he's been giving me advice by codec.
What?
On top of that, he wasn't using burst transmission. It seems he was transmitting from somewhere on this base.
Somewhere on the base?
Yes.
I have no idea who that could be.
I see.
Well, it was worth asking, if nothing else.
If you go north from there, you'll eventually come to the Warhead Storage Building. Dr. Emmerich should be in the laboratory area in the second floor basement. I'll go ahead and wait for you there.
Meryl.
What? Are you gonna tell me to stay back because I'm too green again?
Nope, it's your decision. I can't stop you from doing what you want, but
But
don't do anything stupid, okay?
Stupid? Boy, thanks for the great show of confidence.
Meryl.
Anyway, I'll see you there.
don't give him lip, lady. Everybody can be stupid once in a while. Take it from me. I blew up President Baker earlier. So, seriously. Just don't do stupid. Stupid bad. Very, very bad. Nice thing about getting rid of claymores in this respect is you can use them yourself if you want. I don't think there's anything more I can grab, so I'm just going to go ahead and move forward. It's a motherfucking tank.
This is Raven's territory. Snakes don't belong in Alaska. I will not let you pass. Send him a message.
Nice flip.
That's right. You belong on the ground. You should crawl on the ground like the snake you are. Come, let's fight.
Yeah, I'm doing this. I'm fighting a big hulking beast in a tank. Oh shit. How did I not take any damage from that?
Snake, are you okay?
For now, yes I am. Thanks for asking. The guy in the tank, though, he's not going to be okay in a few minutes. Once I get to him. First, let me just disable the tank's electronic equipment. Now let's go get him. Ow. Buddy! Being massacred here. I hope that hurt.
See how you like this?
Okay, I ran right into that one. Buddy! Oh, this is bad. I would really appreciate it if you stopped shooting at me for one fucking second. Thank you. This side and hope he doesn't hit me. Okay. Okay, you're starting to get on my nerves, buddy. That was close. Not feeling so tough now, are ya? Grenades are a bitch.
Well, boss, I hope you are happy. He got the card.
He sounds so dejected.
We'll play with him a little longer.
You would be wise not to underestimate him.
What did you think of him?
He is just as you said. In battle, he is as if possessed by a demon. Much like you, I would expect no less.
You see? I told you so, but I will kill him.
So, General Ivan, I hear he took your hand as well as your dignity.
Watch your tongue, shaman.
In the language of the Sioux people, Sioux means snake. It is known as an animal to be feared.
Well, Snake is mine now. When I meet him next, I'll take special care of him.
Not yet. Don't kill him yet.
He and I will meet again in battle.
Same prediction as always?
Yes, the raven on my head. It thirsts for his blood.
What about the real-life ravens that you got flocking around with you? Surely they deserve some meat too, do they not? Don't discriminate. Okay. I managed to survive that somehow. I'm not gonna complain. That last gunner though was just good at his job, and that was shooting me. Not gonna lie. Oh. Okay, buddy. See some cameras there, so I'm probably gonna need to break this baby out.
Be careful. You absolutely must not use weapons in that area.
I've already programmed the nanomachine so that he won't be able to, Colonel.
What? What are you talking about?
Have you forgotten? That's where they keep the nuclear warheads. Can't you see them?
Yeah, there's lots of boxes piled up here, but are they all warheads?
Yes, they're all dismantled warheads.
They just leave them here? It's like President Baker said. Totally careless.
They're working on a limited budget. They try to put on a pretty face for the media, but this is the grim reality of it. Nastasha knows lots more about it than I do.
All of the warheads in those boxes have had their detonation mechanisms removed, so there's no fear of them exploding. But if the warheads are broken, they might leak plutonium, and that would be a serious problem.
Snake, never use your weapon on that floor.
Oh, fine. So, since you seem to know a little more about this, Nastasha, let's let you have your say for now, shall we?
That's a chaff grenade. It's a special grenade that disperses thin, narrow metallic strips of various lengths and frequency responses. It can confuse electronic equipment. It will be useful against machines which depend upon electronic sensors. Naturally, for it to be effective, you must use it before you are attacked. If you are expecting an attack, spread the chaff beforehand.
This was not at all what I wanted to know, but thanks for sharing some information about the chaff grenades regardless.
Snake, that is a nuclear warhead storage area.
Are all these filled with nuclear warheads?
Yes, but their detonation mechanisms have been removed.
So I don't have to worry about this island turning into a pile of smoking rubble.
No, but if the casing is damaged, they may be leaking nuclear materials. Please, make sure you do not use your gun around there.
You said literally nothing different or new than what Chicken Noodle Soup and Naomi told me. You deserve an F. Okay, I'm gonna go... I think there's a box in that truck, if memory serves. So I'm gonna try and go fetch that real fast. First things first, I want to make sure I don't get spotted. Oh, hello. Right there. Got some chaff grenades right there. That's good. Look at those big old bad boys. They are terrifying. Or more so what they can do. I mean, they don't look terrifying, but, well, they're nasty pieces of work. So I don't see the box anywhere here. Are you gonna come down this way? Yes, he is. Okay, he's going away. Let's go to basement 1. So somewhere in this building, our Dr. Emmerich is being held captive. But I'm going to save the search for him in the next episode and cut things off here, though. But first, let's have Mei Ling talk to us a bit.
What can I do for you, Snake?
Give us a good old quote for the day.
Snake, like Shakespeare said, knots had all spent, while our desire is got without content.
Basically, it means that your desire can get you into trouble if you're not careful. That goes for items, too. Don't get too greedy or you might be sorry. Be careful, Snake.
You phrase it a bit differently, but it's more or less the same exact advice that you gave me last time. I know some people learn better by repetition, but you didn't need to tell me this bit of info twice, Mei Ling. But I still appreciate you showing a desire to help me out, so I'll give you credit where credit is due. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this latest episode of Metal Gear Solid. If you did and you want to see more content from me, feel free to subscribe to my channel. I almost said play more content, but I'm the one playing here. You guys are just spectating. Anyway, I will see you guys next time. Take care.